What's up, everybody? It's time for Find Your Weird. I'm Patrick Galactic, and I think you know that. Maybe you know that. Well, maybe you don't. I'm Patrick Galactic, and you are watching Find Your Weird, the companion show to Weird at Night that airs every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Pacific. On Find Your Weird, we just kind of hang out. It's a little more loose. There's not all this crazy wild shit going on all the time. We're just a bunch of late night lonely people just hanging out together, baby. That's right. Find Your Weird is a non-formatted show. You can ask me whatever you want because I'm here to just hang. Yeah. I have some stuff for us to watch, of course. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. I got questions for you. We can look stuff up together. We can let the chat guide the flow. If you got something you always wanted to know about and you're too lazy to look it up yourself, I'll look it up for you on the show. Come on. And you're going to see me do this a whole bunch, but we have a brand new voicemail that you can call. Tell a story. It's got a 3-minute cap. So if you want to try out some weird new impression that you're doing, if you got a story you want to tell, if you just want to say, hey, what's up? Just call 971-599-3879. Again, that's 971-599-3879. Tell your story. Share your soul with the world, friends. Let it all in. Let it all out. Get it in, get it out. That's what we do here. And I'm getting it all out right now. I'm kind of half yelling. Late at night, my neighbors probably love that. But, yeah. Just feeling kind of chill tonight. Hello to Alex Evan V. Hello to Dartone the Third. What up, Cupid 1999? Thank you all for being here tonight for Find Your Weird. I got a little quote ski for us to start off with from Maya Angelou. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. It's almost like Maya Angelou had a poetic heart. It's almost like Maya Angelou maybe was a poet. Maybe was a really, really interesting thinker. Maybe had some really invaluable contributions to humanity. Thank you to Maya Angelou. The work lives on long after the body. And big love. But yes, we can have incredibly, scary, incredibly sad, incredibly moving, incredibly good experiences. But we don't, no matter what those experiences are, we don't need to be reduced by them. Better Kitty Meows in the chat. Better Kitty Meow. Hello, Better Kitty. But yeah. If you got a topic you want to talk about, just throw it on out there. I'm game. I'm game to look into whatever. But we got some cool stuff. We do play a video on the show, a music video usually that we've shown on Weird at Night at some point. Tonight, I got the Black Ends, not the Black Ends. I got Black Ends with their track Stay Evil. One of my very, very favorite songs of the last few years to hit the Northwest music scene. We're going to watch some of the animations that were featured on our Wanksmiths special, our last episode of 2022, because a lot of people were busy and they didn't see them. And there were some big things that happened, and I would like to watch them with you. We can talk about that. I'm going to play you some songs. We can go to hell. Yeah. Yeah. Or we could get small. Hey. The swinging sounds of small things. Huh? Okay, I'm trying too hard. Little try hard over here. Alex says, I think when you go to hell, it implies you're Satan. And that is probably true. But she said probably. Because she's a cool kid. Probably. Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying I'm Satan. I'm saying partying in hell could probably be a lot of fun. I mean, there's probably some exciting things that happen down there. I mean, heaven, the joke has been made, the cliche rings true that heaven is probably pretty boring because it's just a bunch of good people doing the right things. And this world is built on far more than that, my friends. Far more. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Or what is everybody up to? At me in the chat. I'll read them as we go. Dartone, what have you been up to? Because I'm sure you've been fighting with children again, the way you often do. Let's get us started with a question. How about? I got a question for you. And this is a good one. I like this question. What are you bad at? What are you bad at? This could be an extremely long list for me. Extremely long. Alex FV says, I said, what are you up to? And then immediately moved on. Alex FV says, school started and it's my final semester. Woo! That's damn right, cousin. Woo! That's right. When you put in that work. Alex, how long have you been in school? It seems like it's been quite some time. Quite some time. I mentioned at the end of the last Find Your Weird, or maybe it was a Find Your Weird in December. I don't remember. Alex says 10 years. And Alex, remind us, what are you getting a degree in? Cupid 1999 says grammar, bad at it. Grammar, bad at it. I love it. I love it. I am really bad at a lot of things. And typically what I seem to be bad at are things that most people just do without even thinking. And then some things, you know, they're hard for other people too. But yes, Alex, remind us what you're going to school for. So Cupid 99 is bad at grammar. Alex FV is going to school for a BA in strategic communication. That's dope. That's dope. I'm so excited. Darto says, come to hell, the beer is warm and never ending. Also, drinking water is illegal unless drugs are in it. Well, Dartone, I'm an alcoholic. Did you know that? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So what would unlimited beer do for me? Huh? But I guess I'd be in hell already. I don't know. I don't know. Does alcoholism matter in hell? Who knows? Okay, first thing I'm bad at. I cannot fathom the concept of doing algebra at all. In my day, they taught algebra in like 8th grade. Until that moment, until 8th grade, Patrick Galactic, baby Patrick, was on point and keeping pace with everybody. Then I proceeded to take and fail the exact same algebra class, 8th grade math, 3 years in a row, until somehow my high school just gave up on the idea that I'd ever learn it and let me graduate without it. Thank you, by the way, John R. Rogers High School. In my senior year, on my last day of school, I had a sudden and scary, painful realization that the business math class I signed up for because it should have been easy and promptly never once attended was a must-pass in order for me to get enough credits to graduate. And so I was really freaking out, as you know, as you might. It was so on the last day of school, I had turned in exactly nothing. My teacher, for some reason, really liked me because I did go to the class a few times, but I was just kind of being funny, but I wasn't super distracting, and I was still somewhat respectful because my father is a teacher. So I don't know. She kind of liked me. Anyway, she clearly realized I needed this class too, because when I showed up on the last day of school, no assignments turned in, and completely prepared to try and make up the entire semester that afternoon, she asked me to stay after class, which I did. And no, you pervs, it wasn't like that. She told me she needed some help moving some books. And I was like, okay, I mean, I guess I can try and help you move some books, but I really need to graduate this class. Well, turns out it was like 3 books that you want to move from like a desk to the bookshelf. So I moved them and then was like trying to talk to her about my assignments. And she looked at me with a little smile on her face, said, congratulations. She gave me enough extra credit to get a D- and told me, congratulations, get out of here. She ruled. She ruled. And that's how I graduated high school, by the very skin of my teeth, with the worst grade, the worst passing grade I could possibly get. I believe it was a D-. And yeah, so that's how I graduated high school. So I'm bad at algebra. I'm actually really good at everyday math, like long subtraction, basic multiplication. I'm actually pretty good at those things, which I never thought I would say, but here we are. Here we are. And here we are. So Alex FV says, I am bad at math, not turning red, being outside in summer, hiding the look on my face when I don't like someone. Dartone says, it was me. I fucked Patrick's teacher so he could graduate. It's finally out. That's why Dartone's been the savior of the Waniverse all this time. All this time. And Alex FMV follows it up with a very appropriate OMG. Let's see. Other things I'm bad at. I'm not bad at this necessarily. I'm deficient, okay? I'm very deficient. I'm a very unobservant person, okay? I spend a lot of time kind of dancing around in my giant skull, not really paying attention very much. I have a giant head. A giant head. And I never remember how to get anywhere. I have lived in the Seattle metro area my entire life, and I still have to use a GPS app to find anything. I'm notorious for noticing things years after they've changed. Case in point, in Washington, we had a pizza chain called Godfather's that I used to think was awesome, and it was probably terrible because, you know, when I was 14, I had no taste at all. But I noticed one day that the Godfather's pizza in my town was gone and had been replaced by a bank. And the person I was riding with in the car then turned around and told me that had happened 5 years before. Whatever, okay? I don't notice stuff, right? I'm just not that observant. I'm also really bad at painting rocks. I'm bad at building gingerbread houses, like I'm a walking crisis waiting to happen. And she didn't answer the question, but I can tell you, Better Kitty Meow, also not good at those things. Better Kitty Meow is a better rock painter than I am. I will give her that. But the two of us trying to build a gingerbread house for the 5-year-old, okay? That was hilarious. We broke tons of stuff. We were trying to use frosting to glue it all back together. And then when we couldn't actually make all the pieces stick together, we ended up pasting the pieces to a box as our base so that it kind of looked like a gingerbread house, but really it looked like pieces of a gingerbread house glued to a box. Better Kitty Meow says, I was going to mention gingerbread houses. Horrific. I agree. We are not good. Neither one of us is good at that. I am terrible at trying to hit a baseball. I close my eyes when I swing. The ball gets close and ugh. Baseball has always been my favorite sport. And when I was a kid, I was sure I would be a baseball player when I grew up until I actually tried to play. In my rookie year, I hit 137 with one double the entire year. I played left field because no one ever hit the ball there. And when they did, I overran the ball as it landed 20 feet behind me, and a kid hit an inside the park home run. I was 8. When I was 9, I was absolutely determined to play better, and somehow I actually was worse. At the end of every game, I mean, keep in mind, these are 8 and 9-year-old kids, okay? At the end of every game, our coach would pick one player to give the game ball to. And we played one game for every kid on the team. So I think we played like 25 games in a year or something. When I was the only person who'd never received the game ball, and the game ball was this baseball, it was autographed, signed by every kid on the team. He gave it to another kid a second time because I so clearly did not deserve it. He had it in his hand, he looked at me, and then he turned around and gave it to another kid who had already gotten it once before, who was the best player on the team, obviously. And it only shattered my self-confidence and left a scar on my heart for 25 years or whatever. Never did it occur to me, however, to keep practicing and trying to get better. No. I just quit. So after 2 years, I threw in the towel. It was bad. So those are things I'm bad at. I'm good at talking to a camera. I'm relatively okay at writing songs. I'm good at many, many things. But algebra, hitting a baseball, building a gingerbread house, painting a rock, those are not my talents, folks. Those are not my talents. I could have come up with so many more. I'm not observant. So, Alex FFV says, I would have quit too. Better Kitty Meow says, I'm bad at believing a teacher asked you to move 3 books. What? It's true. I don't remember her name at this very moment, but she clearly just wanted me to graduate, knew what a half-ass I was intending to be, and let me get away with it, kind of. Cupid 1999 says, I quit football in high school because I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for my dad. That is a good reason to quit, Cupid 1999. I wholeheartly agree with that. You should do the things in your life for you. I think that age, when you're a kid, sports are kind of this cookie cutter way of just getting kids to kind of conform and getting kids, people tell themselves oh, it's good for kids because they get to learn about being part of a team and jumping in and just getting the work done. And not everybody's cut out for sports. Some people are hyper individualists. Some people don't handle being bossed around very well. Some people don't want to work hard. Like me. Yeah. I'm not saying that about you, Cupid 1999. But yes, no, we should not play sports for our parents. I also played soccer for a long time, and I can say on a number of my teams, there was a number of kids whose parents were absolutely insane, whose kids were definitely playing for them, and they were not happy about it. They were not happy about it. So I'm really glad to hear that you did that. Better Kitty Meow also talking about this teacher said, did she also ask you to move a bag of lettuce? No, but Better Kitty Meow has some privileged information here. I will tell that story another time. Dartone the Third, I hit a home run my first time at bat and my last. So I'm bad at not sticking to what I'm great at. Gotta give it up for the savior, everybody. Dartone the Third, keeping things fresh in the chat, always. Alex F&V says, Varsity Blues plot there. I don't want your life, Dad. Cupid 1999 says, but I joined the wrestling team my senior year and loved and enjoyed it. Very cool. Very cool. I mean, that's the thing, is like, you know, you got to figure out what makes you happy. You know, like for me as a kid, my dad was a teacher, right? And that kind of got old, right? Like going to school, then having my dad, the teacher, drive home, and then having him up my ass about school. And I'm kind of a line stepper just by my nature. Okay. And so the line I started to step on was school, because I didn't like just sitting there and kind of mindlessly following the rules, right? I've always liked sports. I was like that weirdo art kid who's actually secretly loves sports. But I really just, the slowness of school was not my thing. Okay. I'm much better as kind of a self-educator or learning in a one-on-one environment. I am not good at learning in a group setting. And so, so eventually I really rebelled against school. My dad and I, we had some unpleasantness about that, but we're good. We're good now. We're good now. Alex FMV says, for what it's worth, Pat, my second memory ever is of you hitting a wiffle ball, but very well with our uncle. Oh, I don't remember that at all. Dartone the Third says, when my brother was 5 or 6, my dad verbally destroyed a 14-year-old ref at a soccer game. Jesus Christ. I had a brief period of time where my soccer coach and his 2 sons and I would go referee games together. And I would be either the main ref on the field or I would be one of the 2 flag guys on the side. Holy shit. I was probably 13, 12, somewhere around there. And I had adults like vaguely threatening me. It was insane. Absolutely insane. That's the thing. Like, sports aren't life. They are a game. It's a game. And losing is part of life. Okay, you lose sometimes. All right, no matter how bad you want to win, you're not going to win everything. And that's supposed to be the point of sports, but we've turned it into this weird thing where no one can ever lose. All right, enough of this. All right, enough for now. But I do have this awesome video from Black Hens. This is a song that I told you I love. It's called Stay Evil by Black Hens, one of Seattle's finest bands that you should definitely be keeping your ear out for. They are absolutely incredible. This is called Stay Evil.
Take time to figure it out. Get so make sure he's only asleep in your dreams to get evil. Stay evil. Stay evil. Stay evil. And get evil. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Get soiled.
Weird at Night presents Who the Fuck is the Pink Cloud? Well, back when Weird at Night was just a wee baby show, I got the bright idea to have a segment called Patrick Galactic Gives In to the Love. And there was a button-cute little pink cloud as part of the graphic. Everyone loved the cloud. But then something weird started happening. We started getting messages from the cloud.
Dude, let me tell you something. People are fucking stupid. Yeah, you. Especially you. You walk around all day thinking about how special you all are. But you stupid motherfuckers aren't even in the sky. Like never. You say you're mostly composed of water. Bitch, I'm fucking moisture. Now I gotta listen to all you dicks talk about the cloud. Ooh, I need to upload my stupid face to the cloud. Do you know what that feels like to a real cloud? I'm not even some run-of-the-mill rain bitch. I'm the Holy Grail. I'm a fucking pink cloud. You say you love me, but you don't know me. I'm the pink cloud. Fuck you.
Do we ever think about how clouds feel? I guess I never did. I just thought they look like shit sometimes, but apparently they have really strong feelings, and when composed like of moisture and dust and astral stuff, quite opinionated apparently.
Yeah, not happy. The cloud would continue sending these messages over the course of 20 or so episodes until finally...
You want to see how bad this can get? See you Tuesday.
So what did I do? Well, I kind of taunted and antagonized it and dared it to do something.
Gonna do, you know, Pink Cloud, I liked you when this whole thing started. I did. I even thought your mean shit was kind of funny, and I love a little moxie every now and then. But you know what, you water-based illusion of nature? You cotton candy being piece of wimp? Bring it. Bring it. Hold on here. Just make sure, have something here. Yeah, you ain't shit. Look at you. You're just a little graphic on a screen. You ain't shit. I don't know how you're sending these fucking messages, buddy, but see you Tuesday. If I decide to put you on the screen, moron.
This was a mistake.
Anyway, thank you, Bandcamp, and oh, God. Fuck. I knew.
Hey,
all
look
right.
who it is. Did you really think I'd talk that much shit and not show up?
I was
So what do we
hoping.
got here, sexy boy? What you doing?
This is-
Talking to dummies? Exactly what I would guess. I've been hating you all so much from afar, it feels great to just spit it right in your face.
Hey, this is a chill
Look, baby, I'm a
spot.
pink cloud. I'm moisture and dust, sure, but I'm also cotton candy. I'm getting super high on these ground fumes and pollution, so I'm having a great time. I think I'm gonna be sticking around for a while.
What?
Oh
No.
yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
We
You're
don't.
fucked, buddy.
Come on.
So what is this?
Weird at
This, you
night.
fucking moron. What is
Weird
the
at
thing we're
night.
doing?
It's weird at night.
Weird at night? What the fuck
at
is
night.
that supposed to mean? Never
Well,
mind. What else? Doesn't matter. I think I got me a new home, and I'm gonna start kicking back like I own the bitch. See ya, loser.
Since then, the cloud has run roughshod through the Waniverse on all kinds of different adventures. We even learned the cloud's origin story. It's somehow grosser than I imagined possible. And if you want to watch it all unfold as it happened, you can on our YouTube page. We're uploading our archives bit by bit, and there's already a ton to explore. Follow the link I'm dropping and subscribe. We have daily uploads.
So yeah, that's the Pink Cloud, baby. The Pink Cloud. It, the Pink Cloud hasn't been on Weird at Night a ton, and I've kind of missed it. You know, in the beginning, the Pink Cloud and I were kind of adversarial, but over time, we kind of became pals. Pink Cloud kind of became integral to the whole thing. And that's the way life works sometimes. Sometimes, things that surprise you in unpleasant ways can eventually become significant parts of your life that you rely on in ways you may not even expect. But none of that matters right now because I'm in hell. And I really like playing songs in hell. This song is mine and it's called Ain't Too Dead to Die. Dig that grave till it's deep enough. I ain't too dead to die. Hold my hand and kiss my ass goodbye. Drink my blood and live tomorrow. Hold my hand and hold my daughter. Remember me, even if there's something else to do. Oh, I never was a traveling man, but I never was traveling man. Dredge these curses from the ground. Tell my mother I wanted to make her proud. Hey Naomi. And all my sins color this dust. All my loves and all my trust give away something overdue. Oh, I believe in fairy tales and I believe in modern failure. Drinking from somewhere in the deep metallic blue. You can't tell nobody what to do. Get a hold of meaning, carry through. 'Cause gadgetry won't save you from the truth. The truth. Always best to biff it on the very last chord you play, folks. That song is called Ain't Too Dead to Die. It's not recorded. You can't listen to it anywhere else. You gotta tune in to find you weird. Naomi Faomi's in the house. Hello, friendo. Dartone. So Naomi, we just watched a reminder of who the fuck the Pink Cloud actually is. And Dartone pointed out that punk clouds are always carrying. Cupid 1999 says, hey, clouds have feelings too, which I suppose is true. And believe me, we have found that out the hard way. Dartone the Third says, this isn't accurate. The only songs in hell are Creed, Limp Bizkit, and Margaritaville. Wow. You have a very, very good point there, my friend. Margaritaville will torture me till the day I die. And really, look, I respect any artist, okay? But Jimmy Buffett, I just can't do it. I just don't get it. I can't do it. I don't get it. Jimmy Buffett, Cheeseburger in Paradise, Jesus Christ. If you make the mistake of hanging out in Orlando, Florida in the summertime, that's all you'll hear is Jimmy Buffett. I've done it. It's bad. It's scary bad how much Jimmy Buffett you hear. I got one more for you, and we're gonna switch vibes here. This is one you've heard many times, but I think it's got a message that's worth repeating. up on your dreams, because when they're gone, you lose them forever. Love is not what it seems. It has to be hard to keep it together. Love was all that I could give. In love is all I could be. Up on your dreams, because when they're gone, you lose them forever. Love is not what it seems. It has to be hard to keep it together. Yeah. Was all that I could give. In love is all I could be. 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 God, it felt good to play that one. That song's called Has to Be Hard, and once again, friends, it ain't anywhere you can listen to it. But I do have a recording of it, and I'm thinking about making a new one. I really want to get that song out. But I gotta finish the other shit I've been working on. You know, what happens when you get sick and you get an ear infection and you can't hear out of one ear is you really can't mix music very well. But that's a complaint for another time. It's good to be with you all. It's good to be with you all. So good to be with you all, in fact. Naomi, thanks for being here. Dartone, ask Blaze in Space about Margaritaville and high school talent shows. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to find a really fun time to bring that one up. So, Naomi, we asked, what are you bad at? And the other thing I was going to say is you might want to just answer this question on our new Weird at Night voicemail, 971-599-3879. Up to 3 minutes of wide open space for you to paint your beautiful verbal canvas. Feel free to do that if you want to. You can answer the questions there. We might play them on the show. You just never know. So I have a new question. The first question was, what are you bad at? And I had an extensive list of that. What is the worst job you've ever had? What is the worst job you've ever had? And I think some of you are going to have some really, really fun answers. I certainly have a few of my own. I've hated a lot of jobs I've had, tons of them, because I always thought of music as my real job, the way I think kind of Weird at Night is my real job. So I wasn't super ambitious professionally. I just had a lot of office jobs and kind of dumb admin jobs to kind of pay some bills and get me by so I could get back to the business of being Patrick Galactic. But the worst one was when I worked for a moving company that is now defunct, so I don't care anymore if I slander them. The company was called Grable Movers. I was the assistant to the general manager. And what I didn't count on when I got this job was that everyone who worked there took their job extremely seriously. And since movers are generally contractors, they want to work all the time. All the office people worked on the weekends. They worked 15-hour days during the summer, and my boss worked all the time, and he wanted me to work all the time, which I pretty much absolutely refused to do. I had to take calls from residential people looking to move, but we also had contracts with the Gates Foundation, Microsoft, a bunch of others. I could not believe how much money companies spent moving employees around. Like some of these moves, like international moves, cost like 30 grand. One time, one of our trucks actually jackknifed and caught on fire and burned a Microsoft executive's entire life up. Nothing was spared. It was terrible, but when I realized no one was hurt, it was a little funny. But it was a terrible job. It didn't pay well. Everyone was mad at me for not working more. And I eventually got demoted to a sales position where I had to make commission just to make the same money I had originally made when I started on salary. So I found another job, and for some reason, my boss was really bummed when I put in my notice because obviously I'm amazing and the vibe everyone needs. So that's probably the worst job I've had. I didn't do a great job describing how much I hated it, but I wanted to read yours. Naomi Fayomi, I'm bad at deciding how to prioritize my time. Ugh, so annoying. I understand, friendo. Believe me, I understand. Cupid 1999 says, cleaning toilets for a cleaning company. That sounds horrific. Whatever I'm bitching about is totally stupid by comparison. Cupid 1999, wow. Alex Evan V, I worked at a grocery store at the salad bar. I had applied to be a cashier and they just tossed me into this random job without telling me what it was until I went in there to start my first day. They gave me zero training except for how to cut a melon. That was it. I got fired after a week because I didn't know I had to keep the salad bar stocked. It didn't even occur to me. I yawned in the boss's face as he was firing me and he got mad at me for it. And I thought it was funny. Well, that does sound pretty funny, Alex FMV, and kind of like you. It sounds really like something you would do. Dartone the Third says, other than the army, I worked at a call center and was a legal clerk for a collection agency. Doesn't sound fun to me either, friendo. Doesn't sound fun to me. Now, last month, we had a big Wanksmith special, but a lot of people missed it because they're busy for the holidays, etc., etc. But we had some really big developments with some of our characters in that episode. And so I have two things I want to show you tonight that we did last month that you may have missed. One continuously unfolding journey is the journey of the Barefoot Messiah. Every doppelganger, every main character in our Waniverse seems to be revolving around the Barefoot Messiah. So I'm going to show you the reveal of the Barefoot Messiah and then the follow-up, because the follow-up you may have missed. But first, let's meet the Barefoot Messiah.
Good evening. Yes, hello. Please take one and pay your donation to the box.
Is he really here? The man himself? The one they call Barefoot.
Hello, Parishioner Bang Bang. Good evening, Parishioner Louie. Yes, it's true. Tonight we get to hear from our Lord on high, the angel who gifted us this wonderful philosophy. Tonight we hear from the Barefoot Messiah.
Wow, Tony. Since your baptism at the VIP tent, you've really been down with the cause. I see you even adorned yourself with some nail polish this evening.
I wanted to make sure I looked my best for when His Eminence gets here.
You're really moving up the ranks around here. I don't even know what he looks like. But I've heard his feet smell like gold.
I heard they look like diamonds dipped in smooth chocolate. and at just the sight of his feet, you find yourself drunk with inspirational authority.
Look, we'll have plenty of time to tell stories later. Please, add your donations to the box so we can get started.
Business at Louis has been pretty slow since the monocle bear showed up. I wish I had foreseen the disadvantages of centering my marketing around an invisible bear. Can you, spot me, Bang Bang?
I wish I could, Louie. Times are tough for a gun safety scientist like myself. When I replaced New Orleans firearms with Nerf guns and squirt pistols, it also landed me out of a job. Who would have guessed that guns and capitalism were connected?
Well, I guess maybe we could make an exception. No exceptions. If you want to be saved, you'll have to pay the toll.
I want to be saved.
Oh my God! It's him!
Those feet are beautiful.
To all my fellow followers who wish to walk the path, I'm so happy for you. Soon your feet could be as beautiful as mine. Your toes free, your bones allowed to exhale and take its natural shape. My friends, I see the road you traveled, covered in all that glass and potholes. You know, why do we ignore these things in society, huh? Why don't we fix Norland? Isn't there a shoe detective out here to fix things like this? Don't you see the problem here, folks? Shoes. Shoes are the enemy. And our resident shoe dick has done nothing but a terrible job to fix and clean up these streets. Steve Germany hired that charlatan Darton III as chief of police. I mean, can you smell the corruption from his rotten footwear? Only I started to walk the earth without protection did I realize we don't need protection. Expose your toes to the ground, my friends, and lose your shoes forever. Go barefoot. Walk carefully with me to the light.
So the Barefoot Messiah is clearly an anti-shoe person of some type. We have a shoe detective in our Waniverse. Shoes is kind of his entire life, his entire thing. Okay, there's some really great lines in there. Blazing Space scripted that beautifully. Who knew that guns and capitalism were linked? That's good stuff. Good stuff. So I'm going to show you part 2, where we find out a little more about the Barefoot Messiah. But first, I asked what was your worst job, and Naomi Baomi says my worst job was the summer after my first year of college, trying to sell inexpensive Cutco knives to everyone I knew via demonstration in their homes, and then pressuring them to refer me to their friends, entirely on commission. I wasn't as successful as they led me to believe I would be. Shocking, I know. Some college kids said it was so easy. They didn't realize they were just better connected to folks who could drop $800 on a full set of knives in 1993. Naomi, that is a terrible job. And I will tell you that I have a friend who sold Cutco knives when we graduated from high school. Actually, I set my parents up, and they very politely declined to buy an entire set of Cutco knives from my friend. And he did that for like 3 or 4 months, and I'm not sure that he ever sold anything, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It is the biggest racket, and I cannot believe that they do this to high school graduates and young college kids. Or maybe I can, because it's America, baby. But Cutco knives, right up there at the top of terrible jobs. All right, so you saw the Barefoot Messiah. You've heard his agenda. He hates shoes. He wants you to lose your shoes. Expose your toes. Really?
Go barefoot. Walk carefully with me to the light. God damn it, Frank. They can almost see my face out there. The whole idea of lighting design is to create mystery and intrigue. I'm larger than life. I'm angelic. I'm made of light. Was I not clear on that?
Sorry, my lord. Deepest apologies. We will add more spotlights and haze machines at once.
Excellent speech, my lord. We can help you down if you like. You must be knackered.
Are you crazy? You want me to walk on that floor barefoot? Disgusting!
We're happy to carry the load for you, sire. We're chuffed to bits. The Messiah's beautiful toes deserve to be protected.
You're damn right they do. What time will we be back at my mansion?
We should arrive just in time for supper, my lord.
Excellent.
Oi, here he comes, mates. Open the gates for the barefoot Messiah.
Any sign of trouble while we were gone?
No one lost the plot. Quiet as a sock sliding across a clean hardwood floor.
Not a squeak. That's what we like to hear.
Make way for the barefoot Messiah!
All of you are making me claustrophobic. Will you scatter and clean something? I need some space to think for a second.
Supper's ready, my lord. Sweetie laces with tomato sauce. Fancy a cuppa?
Drinking tea at this hour is expecting a late one, ain't it? Sire, would you like us to put extra guards at the gates in case Steve Germany comes snooping about?
Ha! The shoe detective is miles away from here. And he doesn't have a clue. Steve Germany is out there riding his lost horse, looking for it.
So what's naughty little things have been revealed about the Barefoot Messiah? For a guy who hates shoes the way he does, the way that Barefoot Messiah does, I had a little camera issue here. For a guy who hates shoes the way he claims to, he doesn't want to walk barefoot on anything, and he has an army of anthropomorphic shoes that do his bidding. And I have to say that voiceover session with Deontay Damper, who is Converge Media's Deontay Damper, who hosts We Live in Color on Converge Media. Deontay Damper was there. Dartone was there. Freddie Dalmastar was there. Blazing Space was there, and I was there. It was one of the funnest voiceover sessions we've ever done. We had such a blast. Everybody's so talented. Pretty much nailed everything in one take. It was incredible. So big thanks to all of them. There's so much more to come with the Barefoot Messiah. I promise you that. But yeah, that's the real through line of everything else that's going on in the Waniverse right now. So keep your eyes out, keep your ears peeled. Yeah, keep your eyes open, ears peeled. Yeah, sure. Do that because there's a lot more coming at you. Naomi Bayomi just said after telling this terrible story about her job at Cutco, and yet I still have Cutco knives. And I still love using them. Wow. I hear they are good knives. I have heard that before, but it was from people selling them, so I didn't really know how seriously I could take that. But this is the part of the show where we do the Autowrite. The Autowrite. Do you want to read your Autowrite yourself? Because you can with our new voicemail. That's right. This is going to be a bit unto itself. Our new Weird at Night voicemail. Call 971-599-3879. It has a 3-minute cap. So if you want to get something on the air and you subscribe to us on Twitch, you can just give me, start with your username so I can verify that you're a subscriber. And you never know, maybe I'll put your voicemail to a cool animation. Maybe we'll make some weird art piece out of it. Maybe you have some crazy story to tell. Maybe you want to talk about your terrible job some more. There's so many things we can do with this. And there's going to be people calling into it that I know for certain are going to be calling into it. And you'll see what I mean by these crazy art pieces. Dartone III says selling Aflac and working for a third-party marketing company for Home Depot sucked too. And Dartone called Home Depot Ho Depot, and it actually got flagged as potentially malicious content, which I had to permit the term ho because Dartone called it Ho Depot. All right. Well, this is the part of the show that we call the Autowrite, friends. And what's the Autowrite? The Autowrite is an approximation of the technique used by the surrealists. It's just kind of a lighthearted fun, but it's a way to connect to our creative unconscious mind, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count back from 10, and as I do, you just try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'm gonna say go. When I say go, we all start tippity typing. Whatever comes into your mind, don't spell correct, don't edit, don't worry about it. Just have fun and write whatever you feel like writing for about 30 or 45 seconds. Then I'm gonna say stop. When I say stop, we all hit enter or return on our keyboards. Everybody's Autowrite shows up in the chat. I read them out loud. We have a good old time. And then we get the hell out of here. And we come back this Saturday for Weird at Night at 10 p.m. Pacific. That's this Saturday for Weird at Night, episode 232. Yes, 232. At 10 p.m. Pacific. So, one more time, I'm going to count back from 10 as I do. Try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'm going to say go. We all start tippity typing, whatever comes into our heads. For about 30 or 45 seconds, then I say stop. We all hit enter or return. Everybody's Autowrite shows up. We get the hell out of here. Okay? Sound good? I hope so, because we're doing it. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Start typing. Okay, and stop. Dartone III got so excited he just threw it right in there. So I'll read Dartone's and mine while we wait for more to come in. Dartone III. I was teaching my self-defense against middle schoolers class. You get a black belt if you knock out a freshman in high school while in a Waffle House parking lot. Denny's doesn't count. If it's a gas station with bad cameras and you took their money for beer that you said you would buy for them, that counts too. Very nice, Dartone III. Very nice. Me. Start typing, start liping, start Skyping with murderous ravens hitting bongs at Kmart parking lots worldwide. It's a fun thing to do, the kids tell me on the Tick of the Talk, but I never use it because it makes me sad for the fate of humanity. I wonder sometimes if Biden's secret information he forgot he had was actually just Obama's favorite drink order from Applebee's? No. It was a recipe for his hair tonic Perhaps. Most of all, it was the kind of ravioli Ronald Reagan once loved. Good job, me. Naomi, Baomi, Faomi. Gazing into my crystal ball, and all I see is crystal, which is fantastic because that's what I like to look at. Crystals are cool as fuck. I would be sad if I looked in a crystal ball and saw something else. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, that should be the principal thing you see when you gaze into a crystal ball. Alex FMV, get it all up to the top of the fridge and go sliding on down, all like wee wee wee, pinky toe slice fest, and you'll never wear your golden wicked spatula again. My weapon of choice is a spatula. Zombie apocalypse, spatula. Ursula, spatula. The Kardashians, 2 spatula. I'll fight a penguin and call him Peter. It's on, like Donkey Kong. Why do we say it's on like Donkey Kong? It's a lie. Lying! Alex FMV, great. Autowrite, cousin, great Autowrite. And finally, Cupid, 1999. Just to quote, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And maybe that's what he's done. And maybe that's what they've done. Are we so sure the devil's a dude? Because in this world, the devil is Dante, the ruler of hell and beyond. Yeah, but maybe that is the greatest trick the devil ever pulled. I first heard that phrase in Usual Suspects. Kaiser Sose. And I've heard it used many times since, but that's where I heard it for the very first time. Friends, it's been a lot of fun. But your softly burning boy has to go. That's how I sleep. Yes, that is really how I sleep. But I will be back this Saturday for Weird at Night at 10 p.m. Pacific. We have a lot of good stuff coming at you. And I can't wait. But until that time, here are some dancing cats. And we all love dancing cats.